Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning to you all. My name is Ava, and this is Stitching in the Interlake, and I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. It is Thursday, the 23rd of May, 2024, and right now it's not too bad outside, but within 24 hours, this is all going to change. We are going to get inundated with rain. Absolutely. Let me just take this off. I'm a little bit warm. Yeah, so it's coming. And I am not too thrilled about it. Not at all. It first started out at 15 to 20 millimeters. And now it is 30 to 40 millimeters. And it's going to be very heavy rain at times. Now, I don't mind the rain. I really don't. You know, it's needed, everything else. But I like to be inside, looking outside and seeing the rainfall instead of being inside, looking in my porch and seeing the rainfall in the porch. Yeah. So, no word yet on what's happening, but I'm not going to be a happy person tomorrow. I'll tell you that. So, what am I stitching on? Well, of course, I'm stitching on here my African elephant. And I'm continuing to work up here on the little hut or whatever. And I did go uptown yesterday. And I was able to get some flowers. Couldn't get a lot. Payday's not until Wednesday, and I'm like scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. But I thought, you know what? The church really needs something there. It's not very inviting, and it doesn't even look like it's, well, it is taken care of, but it's not very, outwardly appearing, like attracting. So I got some, what was it? Not geraniums. I got red petunias, white petunias, and another white flower in there. So I filled up the 2 pots, and then I had 2 petunia plants left. So I put them in my flower bed down here for a little bit of color. So I did do that. My calla lilies are not coming up. They're just not. So I'm not sure why. But I think maybe what I'm going to do is, if after payday they're not coming up, I'm going to see about getting some daylily, unusual daylilies, and I'm going to put them in there instead. Take the calla lilies out. And then the daylilies can stay there. And they keep coming up year after year. So, and I woke up with a wicked migraine this morning. Oh, gosh. It was about a 6 this morning. And I just took a pain pill. I'll be happy once I can get on the Ajovy again. But that's not going to be until next week or the week after. So, but yeah. So oh, I was going to show you. I ordered a piece of fabric online on Amazon, and I got this, and it's it's called, the color of it is called rice. So it's not a white, it's not a beige, it's kind of like not even a, well, maybe a cream color or something. But it's a huge piece. Like, it's a huge piece. This is 60 by 30 inches. See, that's it. It's a 14 count. I don't know why nobody has it in 16 count this big. I don't know. But I got this, and I was going to use it for the gnomes, but I'm never going to stitch them. They're just too humongous for me. I just can't stitch something that big. No. I can do it if it's printed, right? But not to do it where it's counted, and there are over 100 colors in there, and I'm just, no. Had I known how big it was, I wouldn't have bought it. Live and learn. But yeah, so I was able to pass it on to someone, because I know I'm not stitching it, so it's just a waste to have it. So I passed it on to someone, and I've deleted out of my account, because I know I'm not stitching it. I'm just not stitching it. So if they were smaller, if they were half the size, then yeah, then I would. But not that size. Like, it's just, and it's not even a full coverage. It's not even a full coverage. And I just don't, no, I'm not very pleased with it. Come on. There. Okay. So yeah. And this here, it was on sale, and it and then there was an extra $2 off. So with tax, I paid, I think it was $23.96 for it. But it's a huge piece, and it's nice fabric. I really like this. That's okay. I'll use it for something else. I'm not worried. I just wish they would have large size 16 count. So I may actually use that for Celtic banner. I'll see. I will see. I will see. But yeah, I was not very thrilled with the size of those. Not at all. Okay, where is my thread? Okay, here's African elephant. Okay, oh gosh. And then I wanted 7. Yeah, that's this one. So, otherwise, not much else. If you're just new here, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. always make sure to check that you are subscribed, because YouTube just wants to give people the boot. Yeah, and I can tell. I can tell. It just all of a sudden it's just, and then come to find out, yes, indeed, people were unsubscribed. Now, why that happens, I don't know. I have no idea. None. So, but yesterday, so I went and got the flowers, and then I got just a few things of groceries, and like tomatoes and onions and peppers, because I'm going to make a pizza today. And I like to just load up my pizza. So I've got enough there to make a really good, you know, vegan pizza. So yeah. And then I went over to the post office. And then I went over to Juliet's to get the whippersnipper. So I'm going to try and go outside and see if I can do a little bit of trimming, especially over at the church. So, because I'd like to, just so that it's more appealing, you know. Because I know tomorrow and Saturday, there's no way I'm going to be doing anything. Nope. Tomorrow is definitely going to be a stitching day. So, yeah. I can't remember what I was watching yesterday. Seemed like there was something I was I can't remember. Something on YouTube anyways. But who knows? Because I watch everything from car chases to, you know, shoplifters being caught, to, you know, some court cases, to, you know, cross-stitching videos. Yeah. So I'm interested in a lot of stuff. So, and Jonah and Lily Bell are down here, right there. Hi, Jonah. Jonah had been outside all night again. Oh, and he's snuggling. He's a snuggly putter. Hey, Jonah, you're a snuggly putter. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, my old boy. What else was I going to say? There is a dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. And all you need to do is give me the name of one of my 2 living sidekicks so that you can get on there. And we post our pictures. I usually post something, you know, to brighten your day, something that's funny. You know, it's always nice to bring joy into someone else's life. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, and then I do have a dedicated email address, which is stitchingintheinterlake@gmail.com. And there are some favorite channels I like to watch, and that is Scrapping Grandma, A Random Stitcher, um, The Crafty Northerner, Geared Up Crafting, um, Jen the Caffeinated Stitcher, um, Becky's Madness for Crafting, um, Shalene's, I don't know if it's Shalene's Crafting Room or something. I always seem to forget that one. And then just whatever is coming across. Yeah. If it looks interesting, I'll watch it. If it's not interesting, if I can't hear it, if it's too, very, and I always like to see, you know, I like to see what you look like. I like to see what you're working on, what your plans are. You know, it's just nice to see what others are doing. Darn hair, anyways. Yeah. So normally on Sundays I do have a live, but this Sunday we do not have a live because Father Paul is coming. And then after that we should be back to the um, third Sunday in the month. He only comes once a month, so we're happy to have him, whatever Sunday it ends up being. Because sometimes it is, he's got something going on at another parish and he can't make it here. He's got a very wide area. And he's almost 70. I think he's 68. 68 or 69. 68, I think. Yeah. But I'm just glad that I was able to get those plants in and to have watered them and gotten them over there to the church steps. And I mean, it's not a lot, right? But I had one of those bigger pots, but it didn't work out that way. So these are smaller, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as it looks good there. We just need a little bit of color there. Something to be more inviting and welcoming. So many other churches, they've got so many flowers out there. And the way that Juliet had explained it to me was years ago, they used to have flowers all around the church, basically, all over, in the front, down the side. It must have been absolutely beautiful. Now there's nothing. So I just got the brainy idea. I thought, well, it wasn't me that had the idea. It was God up there. He gave me the idea. I can't take credit for it. That, it would be nice to kind of spruce it up. And I wanted to get it done before Father came on Sunday. So, but yeah, otherwise, not much else. I know I'm not going anywhere the next couple of days. No way. No. And especially tomorrow once it starts raining. It's supposed to start around 4 o'clock in the morning. I am just dreading it. I mean, not that, catching the water in the pails is really going to do anything. It just keeps it from flooding back there. It's a good thing that the slope is downward like this, away from the main part of, you know, like the kitchen and all that. I'm just really worried that one day that a spot there is just gonna, the plastic is gonna give way because of the heaviness of all the insulation up there. It's waterlogged. And this year there hasn't been much of a chance of it drying out either. So we only have about 1 week left for Jungle Fever, which is May's challenge. And then June's challenge is Patriotic. And I got mine lined right up. Absolutely, I do. I just got to get the fabric and get some colors and, excuse me, and just kind of, see how it goes from there. So, yeah. I wonder when we're going to really start getting into the heat. They actually, on the news last night, I heard that in areas in Manitoba now, we already have too much water. Thankfully, here it's not bad. And I very much doubt we'll flood. And we're quite a ways away from the lake. So, there's a lot of ground between the lake and here. So, overland flooding is not going to be really a problem. I mean, it can be, I guess, if it's really, really, really torrential rain and nonstop for days and days and days. But we haven't had much rain over the last few years. So yeah, so for Patriotic June, I'm going to do a small sampler. And it won't take very long. And then I think I might go back to this just to put in a little bit more time. But I will work on that sampler first and get it done. But it shouldn't take me too long. It shouldn't. And then I'll have that one done, and I should have time left over to be able to work on one of my projects. Or I might get out one of my counted projects or something. And then on the 1st of June, so a week this Saturday, I will let you know what's coming up in July. as the challenge. Now, my challenges are you don't have to work on them. If you don't want to work on them, that's fine. Um, if you want to work on something else, that's fine. You know, there's no way I'm forcing you to do it. It's all these are guidelines, right? Just so you can work on focus pieces. I'd like to maybe try and get back and work on Jack Be Nimble or something. So, yeah. And Jack Be Nimble is a long dog sampler. I just haven't worked on it in a couple of months already. I was going gangbusters on there for a while, and then I think it was when I started this that I just I put a hold on it. So, scissors. So, I welcome questions. Would you like a tutorial on something? I do reviews. I do, I have stories to tell. I like to talk about my fur babies, Jonah and Lilybell. Jonah is the cat. Lilybell is my elderly dachshund who's blind and deaf. And she spends most of her time just laying here. She didn't have breakfast this morning, so she'll probably go and have it later. I will talk about audiobooks I'm listening to. How I'm getting ready for the town yard sale that's coming up in August. Long weekend of August. Because I have books and books and more books and more books. Books coming out of my ears. And I want to get rid of it. I want to downsize. Because I know eventually I want to move over to the villa, which is basically in the same complex as the hospital is. It's a 55 plus, and but they are studio apartments, and I've always loved my privacy. I've always loved here that I don't have to listen to people coming in and out. I've never done well in an apartment. But these are like there aren't very many young people that come in there, and it's a more secure building, and it's yeah. And it's closer to the post office than it is here, and to the store, and I mean it's not that far here, but I have to ride it. It's a very low grade going up, but I can tell you when you're pedaling, it's not very good. And I haven't gone any further than just doing my round here on Rosie. So I'm looking forward to nicer weather when I can ride uptown and that. I was going to enter the Canada Day parade, but I haven't seen what the theme is. So, but that was fun last year. I rode all the way around. It was good. It was good. But yeah, I think I'd like to enter this year. Again, last year I just joined it. But I want to go like stitching in the Interlake is what I want to do. So I'm just hoping for good weather and that. So, all right, up here I have finished this color right here. So I finished that all up, and I had a little bit left, so I'm just working down here on this motif. So I only have 2 colors left here to do. So I'm going to work on that today. I don't know how far I'm going to get. It depends on how I feel. And I do want to get outside there to whippersnip. And I told Juliet, I said, I don't know how much I will do, but I will try and see if I can get around the church done. You know, at least in the front and down the side. I'll see. It depends on how I feel. Depends on how the noise is and the vibration and that. So, yeah. So, okay. So, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell others about my channel. I welcome anybody and everybody. And yes, we do have a couple of gentlemen on here. One is Charles, who is the crafty northerner. Another one is Paul, and he's over in the UK, but I haven't seen him around in a while, so I don't know. Paul, if you're around, please check in. And then, of course, we have all the ladies from, I don't know what age. I don't know who our youngest person is. I think the oldest one is Jackie, my friend JJ, who's a second mother to me. And she's out there in Edmonton, and she's 86. I think she's 86. So if somebody is older than 86 or 85, let me know. So, alrighty. Oh dear. I worry about her. She's getting older and she's starting to get shaky on her legs, but she's still there. She's still there, my Lily Bell. Okay. So thank you very much for joining me today. And I hope you'll join me and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I post a video. I'd like to still try and get a little bit of an intro in there with a little bit of music. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do all the editing. I just have my iPad. I do have a tablet here, but I can't download stuff from Google or from Amazon. It just won't let me. And I don't like there's a block there and I don't know what it is. Maybe the next time we go to Winnipeg I'll take it in and see if somebody can help me with it. So anyway, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Twinkle Toes yourself, Miss Lilybell, who's over there, and Jonah, who's laying down here. He's got the bed all to himself, and he's happy. Lilybell. And so, yeah. So, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. Okay, everybody, I guess that's it. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow. And please remember those likes. Oh, it's so little. It's such a little thing to do, but it can make my channel. It comes up faster on the feed, I guess, is how. I don't know how it actually works, but yeah. So anyways, we'll see you tomorrow, God willing, of course. Doodle-littles, everybody.